This is the Waupaca County Board of Supervisors meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'd like to call this Waupaca County Supervisors Annual Session and Public Hearing for the 2018 budget, 8521 Transportation Services to order. Roll call, please.
Indicated that 25 members are present, with Terry Murphy excused.
Thank you. It's so good to see our Supervisor Bob Fleece back. The man was so happy to come to the courthouse, he's actually running into it this morning. Good to see you back, Bob.
Thank you.
Okay, is our open meeting statement been satisfied?
Yes, it has, sir.
Thank you.
There you go.
Before we stand for the silent meditation and pledge, gosh, please let's just remember those in thoughts and prayers of that terrible tragedy again with those victims and families. And it just seems it's happening way too often, almost every month. Please stand, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll need a motion to review and approve the agenda. It was a motion by Mr. Mc...
Can I make a note,
Yes.
please? I'm sorry to inform you that we've been provided information that 9A is not ready for action at this time, so please note that when you're approving the agenda.
Okay, there is a motion by Mr. McClone for approval, correct?
Yes.
Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Nygaard. Any questions? Please vote.
Last chance to vote. Motion carries 25-0.
We need a motion to approve the minutes of October 31st, 2017. Motion by Mr. Jonley and a second by Mr. Zog. Any questions regarding that? Please vote.
One more member. Wayne? Thank you. Last chance to vote. Motion carries 25-0.
Still partly back in Florida. Okay, we'll need a motion to open the public hearing on the proposed 2018 budget and 8521 transportation services. Is there a motion? Motion by Mr. Hendrick and a second by Mr. Quistman. Do we need to vote on that? Huh? Please vote.
Last chance to vote. Motion carries 25-0.
Okay, the public hearing is now open on the 2018 budget and 8521 transportation services. Whomever would like to come up and speak. I need, that's right, I need papers of those that are asking to speak. There are none? That bus didn't pull in. Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak on the budget, proposed budget? Is there anyone that would like to speak on the proposed budget? Last time, anyone that like to speak on the proposed budget? Okay, I'll Need a motion for the public hearing to be closed by Mr. Fleece and a second by Mr. Zog. Please vote.
Last chance to vote. Motion carries 25 to 0.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion for approval of the 2018 budget and 8521 Transportation Services Fund. Is there a motion for approval? Motion by Mr. Fedowitz. Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Sorensen. Discussion. Any discussion? Pat Craig.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the well-crafted budget that we have in front of us for 2018. I know that a lot of department heads and people have worked on it, and I support that part of the budget, but I have a concern with putting the highway facility project into the budget without bringing it forward to us by a resolution or a vote for support before this budget is happening right now. I feel it's important that everybody knows that the $58,000 for the pre-construction phase is in this budget. It's coming from the highway department, that's fine, but it's in here. So by approving the budget, we're approving that as well as the 27.865 million are also in this budget. And so I also know that we will have a chance to vote on the bonding for that later. That's fine, but I still am concerned about the high cost of the highway facility itself. I referenced Sheboygan County, who is presently building a transportation complex with 163,000 square feet. And their budget was 24.88 million. So my concern is that we did not bring this separately so that we had a chance to say what we needed to say about it. Rather, it's included in this budget. So I will not be supporting that part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor Craig. Other comments? Mr. Fedowitz?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, even our legal counsel, that is not the intent of this at all. What's in there is the amount of the monies from the highway fund to go and now explore the possibility of seeing what the building's going to cost. It comes back to this committee here sometime next year. That 27 is not in there at all. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Other comments? Any other questions? Please vote.
Last chance to vote. Motion carries 23 to 2.
Okay, thank you. We go on to resolution number 10. I understand 9 is no action today. Resolutions number 10 is A, resolution number 27, 1718, 2017 budget amendment, Sheriff Department.
Now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the general fund assigned fund balance to the capital improvement fund. Transfer from general fund balance unassigned $200,000 for transfer to the capital project fund and transfer to the E911 outlay.
Is there a motion for approval? Motion by Mr. Johnson and a second by Mr. Jonley. Questions or discussion? Please vote.
Last chance to vote. Motion carries 25 to 0.
Yeah, that one we did. I guess it's my time for a report. I don't have much of a report. I just want to tell you that upon passing this budget, that it went into a lot of hard work by the finance, Heidi Dombrowski and her staff, finance chair Dwayne Fedowitz. We've had many finance meetings, and we've had many finance executive meetings for public, for supervisors to try to understand, as we do, what was in this budget and the reasoning for it. More so than any other year. We wanted to keep it so transparent. I know unfortunately some of you were on vacations, or fortunately Joyce was, but this is the best way we've ever done it, by talking about it, bringing it up, Heidi asking questions after questions, and a lot of time and work went into it. A lot of you were interested and came to meetings that you weren't on the committee, but just to get information. And I really appreciated that. So this is why you are the good supervisors you are in Waupaca County. I wouldn't trade our bunch for anybody, I'll tell you. And finally, Mr. Fedowitz, you get the roll out of your mouth. Do you have any comments? You worked long and hard, being the finance chair.
I just want to thank Heidi for all her hard work behind the scenes. I don't know how many countless hours she puts in. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt your roll, but. So that all being said, let's go forth in joy of the 2018 budget, and I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. The motion by Mr. Zog. The second by Mr. Handrick. Please vote.
Motion carries 25.
What the hell happened?